Welcome back. There's many things that make a football fan angry. Ticketing costs, underperforming teams, the way those Fox Footy blokes pretend to take notes when they're coming out of an air break when we all know they're just drawing dicks. But they're all small beans compared to the fury unleashed when Finey and I mount our moral high horses and ride into the valley of football rage. Prepare to be shocked, appalled and left completely deaf by the Footyology Rant-off. Okay, Finey, I know I can never remember who's first.
Drawing dicks.
Yeah. Did you know there's actually a Twitter account called Drawing Dicks on the Herald Sun? It's become a very popular thing.
It's actually the only thing I can draw, and it's why I want to become a barista so I can do them in the top of coffee.
yeah. There should be a market for that. Okay, count me in.
3, 2, 1.
I'm pining for the good old days, Finey. You know when you could follow your team by just jumping on a tram? These days you need a valid passport and your diphtheria shots. Geelong last Friday night was bad enough. Peak hour traffic over the West Gate, half the ground in a construction site. Try calling a footy match next to guys in hard hats, chowing down some Chico rolls and with old Playboy centrefolds pinned up everywhere. Then some bloke tells me I can't have a cheeky dart out the back at half time because I'm on Crown land. Yeah, nice one, dickhead. I suppose you reckon that Ripper Roast takeaway joint over the road's a 5-star restaurant too. But that's not half of it. Saturday night you had Melbourne and Fremantle in Darwin's tropical heat. Just as well Peter Landy wasn't doing the call. All you would have heard was, like a cake of soap. This week there's a game in Cairns of all places. They call that ground Kazali Stadium, but I'm tipping old Roy didn't do a lot of his pre-seasons there. In fact, I'm tipping when Kazali was around, Cairns was a place you needed to hack your way into with a side and some snake catchers. Next year Port Adelaide's going to play a home and away game in China. What's an old bloke who's been following Port for 50 years in Alberton Oval going to tell his wife? Away game today, Dale. Just leave my plate of bangers and mash in the oven. I should be back next week.
That was very good. That was good. That puts pressure on me.
Yeah, I like that one.
That was really good.
I know you can respond. I know you don't like the scripted approach, but sometimes it pays off.
Well, you know, I need a bit of help. I've got a couple of notes here.
Oh, he's referred to the notes.
Well, I'm trying to do it without it, but we'll see how we go.
Okay, don't overthink it. 3, 2, 1, rant!
Well, I'll tell you this, multicultural round, I know I had to go at all different rounds last week. I'm a real believer. Multicultural round was absolutely magnificent. Think about it. Reuben William, the kid from South Sudan, the youngest country in the world. What other sport could boast somebody from South Sudan and also somebody from East Timor? That's right, Ling Zhong has parentage at Taiwan and East Timor. Alir from Kenya and of course Magzak Dor from Sudan. Truly multicultural. And go close to home? No problems. Think of Tonga, Tuvalu, Fiji, New Zealand, Cook Islands and Papua New Guinea. Fatuia Tata, Scott Harding, Nick Natanui, Shane Savage, Carmichael Hunt and Mal Michael, all from our nearest neighbours. Hungry for more? Speaking of hungry, Pat Vaspremi. He was from Hungary, or at least his parents were. More countries? You bet there are. How about all of the Italians and Greeks that have played football? Did you know of all the Italians and Greeks that played, only one, Peter Bevilacqua, was actually born in Italy, played in Carlton in the 1960s. There's Croatians and Serbs, I don't know which one's which. Sam Kekovic was Montenegrin. It goes back right to the beginning of football. Henri Zenere, a little dot played for South Melbourne in 1898, and he was from Switzerland. Dick Abacare played during the Second World War. He was from Syria. Swap your pie for paella, swap your hot chips for yum chart. It's multicultural round every week.
Well done. Normally I wouldn't pay a positive rant, but I think nice sentiments expressed. This is definitely the PC episode of Footyology.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
We're back in favour with the Twitterati, I think. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for joining us again. We're on every Tuesday. Oh, hang on, voting.
Yeah, voting this week is simple. Because of multicultural round, simply go into your local Chinese restaurant, and I've organised it on every Chinese restaurant. Number 36 is the Mark Fine, and number 59 is the Rohan Connolly. 36 the Mark Fine, 59 the Rohan Connolly, and don't complain when you get beef and black bean sauce or 3 steamed dim sims.
And a couple of dim sims. Thanks for joining us again. We're on every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on YouTube, 7:30 p.m. on Channel 31, and every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. on Foxtel's Aurora.
Step it out!